Hey folks, how's your week been? Hope it's been good. It's Thursday, the 8th day of Vlogmas. Just out for a quick whiz around, 20 minutes on the bike this lunchtime. And today, I thought I'd talk to you about some of the events that I signed up for next year. But before I do, just going to talk about a couple of things that are on the bike. Okay, take one glove off. That's what I hate about this year, having to take gloves off. So yeah, what I want to show you, firstly, this around the front is the lights that I got given by Julian Hutchins, and it runs up to this little power pack around here, which has been Velcro strapped onto the top frame. A little bit bulky, but it's not that big really, to be honest. Half the size of a mobile phone, a little bit of weight, but I'm going to use that in an event in the spring. I was also watching Chris Hall rides. He's putting out a lot of videos at the moment. He's over in Tenerife at the moment, doing loads of videos of him enjoying himself, climbing up Mount Tidy. Hope you're doing well, Chris. I don't know why I'm showing you this. Watching Chris Hall was actually a tip I got from him up here, and it's the Garmin. He was always use like the lanyard on his videos, and I thought about it. Why does he use the lanyard? And of course, you can wrap it around something on your handlebars. So I've wrapped mine around the quad lock there. So if anybody does actually try and twist the Garmin and walk off with it, they're not going to get very far because it's attached to the bike. Basically, it's a bit of a security thing. But what I was talking about on here was, I got a comment around probably the same day actually on one of my videos, better use of place on the bike. So back of the bike, this is only a temporary thing. I realised I've got a dropper post and I've just shoved things in there. I do have more solutions for carrying clothing and equipment on the bike, so yeah, that's temporary. I thought to myself, the bike pump looks ugly up here. I've shifted it onto the right hand fork and strapped it on, attached it there, and then I thought to myself, well, this is going to be exposed to the elements. How do I cover that up? So I just got a little plastic bag and a elastic band around it. I'm very much about functionality over style, except today I've actually got a flask of hot coffee with me. Look at this. It says by Contigo, who produce these flasks, actually the right size to fit inside your bottle cage, which was quite a task to find actually. Regular flasks of coffee don't fit. I could easily go out for a 30-40 mile ride, stick hot coffee on there, not waste money going to a coffee shop, and just, you know, carry water on the other one kind of thing. Anyway, I was going to tell you about events and things. I've already told you some of those events in different videos, which I know what I thought I'd talk about in one video. I've got all my plans for 2023 now, all the way up to August. So for those who perhaps don't follow my channel, wondering who I am and what I'm about, I do lots of long distance cycling, ultras, Audaxes. That's how I got into all long distance stuff. And next summer is Paris, which is a 1200 kilometre, I should put my glove back on now, shouldn't I? A 1200 kilometre cycle event which takes place every 4 years in August. It's a 1200 kilometre distance from a little place called Rambouillet, which is not that close to Paris, to be fair, and the ride itself takes you all the way across into Brittany, into the fishing town, but it's more of a big city really. It's called Brest, and it's all within the space of, I'm hoping to finish it in under 80 hours. So I'm hoping to be in the very first wave of group of riders on Sunday. That is in August. In order to participate in the PBP, I've got to do loads of Audaxes over ever increasing distances, 2, 3, 4 and 600 kilometers. So my calendar's packed with Audaxes. Perhaps if I haven't already, I'll throw some names of those Audaxes on the screen so you can take a look. Aside from that, as you know, I've got a gravel bike now as well, so I wanted to do a couple of gravel events, and I will be repeating the Dirty Reaver, which I did in 2022. But as you see, I've got a proper gravel bike, so there's that one as well. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get back on my bike and talk a little bit more because I'm getting cold again. Very cold day. It's an icy day. Anyways, yes, I'm doing PBP, doing Dirty Reaver. That's in April, which is a 200 kilometre ride around Kilda Forest and water. Did it last year on the Sonder. Thought I'd do it in 2023 on a proper gravel bike. So I'm probably going to be riding 45mm tyres, or you know, I might get myself a small set of wheels, 650Bs, and put some 40s on there. I don't really know, it's all on gravel. This bike will probably be adequate for that particular event. However, I may well need different wheels and some wider tyres for a later event in the year, which is called the Great British Escapades. Now that particular event is down in southern England. It's 480 kilometres gravel race it is, up and down the south and north downs and some other hillier areas of southern England, and it's described as a gravel / mountain bike route. We know what Britain's like, lots of mud, sunny sections, not so much gravel. So I was speaking to a friend, Neil Coupland. You may have seen his channel. He's from Turn Cycling at TCR last summer. He knows a little something about tyre pressures and bike fit and everything else. He's a coach. He coaches lots of ultra cyclists and gives them advice and things like that. And he says you most likely need suspension forks and the widest tyres you could possibly get on the bike. Well, I didn't go for the next model up, which had the suspension fork, like a hardtail. I went for this one. Now this one apparently you can get 47mm tyres on it, but maybe you can push it a little bit more. I don't know. They often under spec, don't they, the manufacturers, and give themselves a bit of leeway. So that's that one. The next biggest event, which is taking place next year, is called the Celtic Race, which is 1400 kilometres, and this starts, and I mentioned it earlier, Brittany. So in June, I think it is, was it July? Can't remember the top of the head. I'll pop the date on the screen. We'll be taking another ferry, which is already booked. On board, I'll be riding across with Chris Skelhorn. We're both doing that ride, although not together as a pair. We're riding solely by ourselves. I say it's 1400 miles, a little bit of climbing, take a ferry across the English Channel, right back into southern England, into the port of Portsmouth, and from there you get back on your bike again and cycle northwest all the way out of England, cross via the Severn Bridge in Gloucestershire, I think it's Gloucestershire, and then you just go head straight north, following the border between England and Wales, to Llandudno, right to the very top of Wales. I feel though I've forgotten some events to mention to you. So there's like 4 or 5 big events, and then all the build up with all those old axes as well. So lots going on next year, lots and lots of riding the bike. Other weekends I'm hoping to do more gravel rides, either by myself or with other people, bikepacking trips. So I'm thinking riding the King Alfred's Way at some point. I want to do the Transpennine Trail again. Big wish list as well for next year. So this is the I was just going to say it's the 3rd year in a row being super organised, which I guess is true if you take out the COVID years. So yes, lots in store. I know when I do organise I get super focused and I can concentrate and aim towards it, but if I don't structure goals for next year, if I didn't structure any goals for next year, I'd probably get really demotivated. So I've now got lots of things to work towards and look forward to. Like I said, I've come to the end of my circle really, just over halfway back on the road. Just about to head back home, finish the rest of the afternoon, get something to eat, finish off this coffee, warm myself up again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got any big plans for next year? Do get involved. I'd love to hear from you, and if you've got any suggestions in terms of kit for gravel bikes, places to visit as well. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to support the channel, click on that buy me a coffee link, or even buy me an inner tube, or what else is on there, a bacon and egg sarnie or something. Right, from me, take care, bye bye.